Loving
Disney!
Welcome to our first show. Well, we're three Disney lovers that want to share our experiences with you, and we hope that as time goes on, you can share some experiences with us. Katie, how about you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Well, hi there. I've always had a love of Disney since I was very young. Growing up in Disney, California, as it seems like we've all kind of transplanted from there here in Oregon. But anyway, growing up there, it was we were at Disney a lot, and we were raised on the Disney movies and the old classics. And my mom would always be running around singing those songs, and it just kind of became a part of me. Always loved it, but raised a family, and as I got older, it became an infatuation, an obsession. Now I'm really into Disney, far more than I ever was.
How about you, Aaliyah? How old are you?
I'm 10, turning 11 soon. We usually go to Disney World for my birthday, and so I kind of lived with it. I learned to love it a lot, and
must be tough, huh?
No. It's really fun.
Yeah, your brothers and sisters are quite jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the caboose of the clan. There's nine. We have 9 kids between my wife and I. It's kind of two families melded together.
Yay.
So she gets to go with us everywhere. They're all in their 20s. So Aaliyah kind of lucked out that way. I guess that's a perk of being the youngest.
The baby.
So my name's Rob, and I've always liked Disney myself. As a kid, I used to get teased a little bit by my family. I was really interested in Walt Disney, and I had a good buddy his name was Dave, and we both loved to do animation. And we even started making little short cartoons, and we both loved Walt Disney. And we even had a plan of actually going to Disney World, and this is back in the 70s, so that would have been in the early days of Disney World.
Yeah.
Because we used to go to Disneyland all the time, and we knew that park backwards and forwards. Anyways, so I've always loved Disney, and growing as I got older and got more responsibility, of course, you start working, and that kind of gets set aside. And then I met Katie here, and we were married, and she kind of got us going again. We met a good friend. Wasn't a friend at the time. He was a customer.
He was a complete Disney nerd.
And Kathleen struck a friendship up with him. Kind of from then, I mean, we had planned a trip before that because of Steve and Katie. We finally got to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
So I didn't make it until later, way later in life. So that's a little bit about myself. Anyways, our show's going to be, we're not sure the length of our show. It's going to depend on what we talk about, but half an hour to an hour. Maybe try not to go more than an hour, but we'll see how it goes. Why don't we go around the room, Aaliyah? Why don't you share with us what your favorite ride is? And it could be Disney World or Disneyland.
Can it be 2 or 1? Probably my favorite ride would be Rock and Roller Coaster, because it just has a lot of like twists, turns, jolts, and it's just fun to do.
You like that one?
Yeah. It's a long wait, though.
Yeah, a lot of them are a long wait, but that's all right.
We do a lot of visiting.
It's fun to just walk
in
in the room because it has so many like people like that are like famous all on the walls, and like it's like just to see everything. It's just very cool.
Yeah, I've heard they may change that ride, but I hope not. I kind of like it. If they do, hopefully they'll keep it the same ride system and everything. But how about you, Katie? What's your what ride do you like the best?
I have to say I do love Rock and Roller Coaster. Just the speed and the inversion. I just love that ride. Second to that for speed and thrills, it would be Everest, or my top 2 for thrills. As far as classics, I would say Thunder Mountain and Splash Mountain would definitely be a high priority.
Yeah, I like Splash Mountain a lot. Also, Rock and Roller Coaster. There's too many ones I like.
There's
a lot of good ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I enjoy pretty much all of them. Sometimes my body doesn't enjoy some of those rides, but but I enjoy at least trying to do them. How about resort, Katie? What's your favorite resort? I mean, we've only stayed at Disney World. We've only stayed at
Two
two so far.
so far. I do love our home resort. We're DVC, and we are Polynesian is where we call home. And it is a beautiful resort. I loved the amenities. It really felt very tropical in a way, an oasis. I really enjoyed it. Our previous love was Port Orleans Riverside for our first 3 trips. And I still have a love for Port Orleans for a very moderately priced resort. The feel, the atmosphere, the best food court there is. It can't be beat for its price. It really can't. And I still, even though I'm at Polynesian or wherever I may travel, we never go without making a stop at the Port Orleans.
That's true.
To pay a visit or eat that pasta. Oh man, I dream about that pasta.
I even liked going over to what's the other one next to it? French Quarter was a nice one too. We ate over there last time. We got the beignets. That was nice. I kind of visited all of them, but I did really enjoy staying at the Polynesian. How about you, Leah? What did you like the best?
Polynesian. It was just so like fun and tropical. It really like felt like I was like home, but at the same time I felt like I was like at the beach or Hawaii or.
How about the show? We went to the dinner show there last time. What did you think about that?
That was very, very cool.
That was a way to introduce ourselves, huh? Going to that thing. That was great.
We
got off the airplane, and a couple hours later, we're sitting at a table watching the show. And
luau.
Resort-wise, I did enjoy the Polynesian too, but Disneyland, I liked it.
Disneyland Hotel in California.
We did stay at the California Grand last time we were there for our anniversary. That was nice, but I don't know if I still kind of like the Disneyland Hotel.
I think Disneyland Hotel is still my favorite.
Yeah, I like that too.
I just like the atmosphere of it.
But no matter where you stay, I just like being on property.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk a lot about that as we go along. So hopefully we'll be able to stay at some other resorts and share our experiences there. And we will be posting pictures and video and stuff as we go on our trips as well. How about character, Leah? What's your favorite character?
It's between Stitch and Sully.
Stitch.
I saw Stitch last year, and
he was pretty funny.
He was pretty funny.
We saw him at the Polynesian at the breakfast there.
Yeah,
it was very fun. I got to see
Lilo
and Stitch. Yep. And we'll post a picture on Facebook of her with Stitch, so you guys can see that.
Yeah, it was really fun. And Sully, he was 7 foot. I was 4, and didn't go away.
But you liked Sully until you saw him in person.
I love Sully still. I wore out the CD of Mike.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that.
It was amazing.
I don't think we could even get you to go up and see Buzz Lightyear was there too. I don't think.
No, characters.
When you saw the characters in person, they were a little bigger than you thought. So they kind of freaked you out. But
she had the princesses and the Little characters.
They got a running joke with me.
Yeah.
How about you? How about you, Katie? What character?
Favorite character, Mickey. I cannot have a trip and not go see Mickey.
That's for sure.
And I'm a big kid. I hug him like I'm a little 2-year-old. I just got to wrap my arms around, and I always whisper thank you in his ear because he's my love of Disney seems to be kind of wrapped in Mickey.
Yeah, I know. Every time we go to Disneyland, we got to go to Toontown and go to.
I've got to go find him.
Go to his house. Well, yeah. My favorite character. I don't know what my favorite character is.
Goofy.
They always say Goofy though. I do like Goofy though. So we'll stick with Goofy. How about let's go around with our restaurants. There's lots of good restaurants, especially at Disney World. Disneyland's a whole different animal, but Disney World, there's lots of good restaurants, and we've been to quite a few of them. Steve and Carol introduced us the first time we went to a lot of good restaurants.
Yeah, they're much older than us. So Disney takes on just a different direction as you age. We see we're
They
still
enjoy the restaurants.
yeah we're into the rides and the fun, and we go, and they're more into where do we eat next. Restaurant wise, whether it's walk up or sit down, what was your favorite, Leah?
Sit down. It was Rainforest Cafe.
Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
What do you like about the Rainforest Cafe?
All the animatronic
You
animals
like that?
and the way they look so real that you can just like you feel like you can just go touch them, and like they're like real animals. They look so realistic and
Oh yeah, that last time you had a thing,
yeah,
a game, right?
yeah. I do it every year. I like their food. I like when you have like that birthday, their volcano, and how like their desserts and their food is just like so good.
And the thunderstorms.
Yeah. Oh, I love the noises and the thunderstorms. You feel like you're in a real rainforest. It's amazing.
I was just trying to find the schedule from Disney World last time.
The Wilderness Cafe for breakfast is a must do.
Yeah.
You got to meet Mountain Mama. She is the absolute personality of the park, and she's playful. She had my crazy husband on a stick horse racing around, and we had a blast.
I won those little
You
shits.
did one, but you ran several children over in the
That's all right.
process.
That's all about winning.
No, it's not.
Get out of my way, man. Coming through.
We do
It's
have
not
fun.
all about winning.
My serious husband turns into a big kid in the parks, and we love it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How about treat? What's your favorite treat?
My favorite treat is between the chocolate frozen banana, or
Mickey bar?
no, pineapple
Oh,
Dole
Dole
Whip.
Whip.
Dole Whip.
Yeah,
Yes,
Dole Whip's great.
that is amazing. I
Well,
love
last
it
time
so
because we were at the
We
Polynesian.
were at the Polynesian. Yeah, it was a
Now-
nightly.
I like the Mickey's ice cream sandwich Mickey bar.
Mhm.
I like the Mickey bar too.
Yeah.
Any kind of ice cream really, but
There are ice cream
Mickey, yeah.
sandwiches, and
I
then
like
there
that.
are Disney ice cream sandwiches and Disney ice cream bars.
I always get one.
They are nothing like what
They're
you
good.
buy at the store. The chocolate is just fabulous
It
on
melts in
them,
your
and the
mouth.
ice cream is so creamy. It's so good. It's just a special treat we like to have when we're in the park. Nice hot sunny
Then we're
day.
usually on the dining plan.
They are.
You know, people say the dining plan isn't worth it, but I don't care. They can say what they want. I like being on the dining plan because then you don't have to worry about your food.
And you don't have any
It's
money
done.
leaving your pocket. It's done.
You know, and that's the one thing I like about it is that you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about anything. You just go there and put your stuff in your room and
Eat wherever you want to eat.
go and you just eat on the run. You don't have to worry about all that stuff. So that's why I like the dining plan, just the sheer convenience
convenient.
of it. You know, if it's cost a little more, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe one time we'll do a trip
Comparison.
and see if compare it and see how it pans out. But I like it for the convenience for sure.
Yeah.
So, did you say what your favorite treat was, Kathleen or Katie?
The ice cream. I go by various names here. You just never know. Could be Kathleen, Katie, hey you, whatever works. But I like the Mickey ice cream bar. It's very good, and I love the Dole Whips too. I have to say, there's just something so refreshing about a Dole Whip.
Aaliyah, what is your favorite memory to date?
When we went to the Polynesian with Fiona, it was the first time for her, and it was just like amazing to see her face and how it was like amazing for her. And
Fiona's our
it was
exchange student we had
different,
last year.
yeah.
From
It
Switzerland.
was just a different thing for me and her, just to like wander around together as sisters instead of and seeing her face to face.
Sharing it with
That
someone
was
new.
fun.
Sharing it with
It
someone
was
new,
fun
yeah.
having her with
It was
us.
very fun.
Good. Okay, Katie, what's your favorite memory?
I like sharing it. Every time I go, it's a pleasure, and I enjoy new things each time. I love to take someone new and see their reactions, and it's like enjoying it for the first time all over again when you do that. And I remember taking my mother and her new husband, or my new dad, on a trip with us with the family, and my mom was absolutely terrified of roller coasters, was not going to get on one, forget it, no way. So every time we walked up to a ride, she would ask us, is this a roller coaster? Nope. So we, would work our way through it and only took her on the easy stuff. Well, we decided we were going to do the Tower of Terror because maybe we could get her through it without her knowing what she was getting onto. So we did. All the way through, we chattered and just talked, and we get her in there and we sat her down, and that thing started dropping. The faces she made and Dad made were just epic. And it was a moment, and the pictures, they were so great. Yeah, and I thought my mom was gonna lose everything on that one, but she didn't, and she had a good time, and that was the only wild ride I got her on, that's for sure. The only other roller coaster we got her on was Heimlich's Journey in the kids area.
Heimlich.
Heimlich.
Oh, it's nice.
Which is also fun, but a whole different thrill. But yeah, that's probably my favorite memory is my mom there. So, and
sadly, that ride's probably going to go away. Heimlich's.
Well, Heimlich's is.
Maybe we'll see what happens because they're putting in the Marvel stuff. That it's a little kid ride, but I crack up because I love Heimlich's voice and it's so funny.
Yeah, now we almost ruined Aaliyah on Tower of Terror when she was little.
Oh yeah, they put me on the first ride. First ride. I was 4.
It was your first. No, you weren't.
You were a little older than that.
It was the first time we went to Disney World, and Mom and I were like, "We're going on the ride, so let's just
might as well go
introduce her quick." And so our first ride to at the studios was
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror.
All I was thinking in my mind when we dropped was, did they drop? I'm gonna die.
Although it kind of backfired on us as far as I think she was
didn't want to go on any
pretty much
rides.
Scared the rest of the time until the last day.
Yeah, she wouldn't ride anything, not even Peter Pan. It was nothing I could get her
scared.
on.
She did the last day, I think.
The last day she finally rode rides with us, but she was pretty little and she cried all the way through Tower of Terror, and I thought, I'm a horrible parent. But as you can tell, it's her favorite ride now, so I guess everything came out okay.
Same with Dinosaur. When we did Dinosaur, she didn't want to go on that one either.
I literally, every time, it's always the middle one that I get scared. I'm fine with the one on the left and one on the right, but the middle one just scares me to death because I always sit on the middle. I can't.
Because you don't want to sit on the edge and get got by the dinosaur. So
yeah,
hide in the
but
middle.
then there's the middle one that leans forward and you go closer to it and you go slowly and you're like, that thing's gonna eat me alive. Like it looks it's real,
fake, but it still freaks you out.
It looks really. It's like you're in what is it called? The studio.
What?
Universal.
Universal, yeah.
Them that must not be named. Go ahead.
I don't know. I kind of want to go there at some point.
Yeah, I'll go there. It's just like, it's like seeing the Jurassic Park dinosaur. Mm-hmm. Just like it looks so realistic, and like you go closer to it, it's just like whoa, it's so big.
Yeah,
like
it's pretty
you're
good
actually
ride.
in it though.
It's on the same track as Indiana Jones, but
yeah, I actually want to go on that ride sometime. Like I'm so sad that it's like gone.
What one?
The Indiana Jones.
It's in Disneyland.
Yeah, it's in Disneyland. I want to go see that ride. Ride that ride. It sounds really cool.
Well, my favorite Disney World memory is the first time we went, just being there, because it was so relaxing. It was warm. It was February,
but we were in the 70s and 80s. It was awesome.
It was like freezing here, and we live in Oregon, and it was freezing here, and so it was so nice to be in Florida in the 75-degree weather. It reminded me of growing up in Southern California, and because there was no humidity, it was just so nice. And I just remember sitting on the bench at Port Orleans, Riverside, and just enjoying the sunshine and the fact that I was at Disney World. And
it was pretty cool.
It was nice.
Do you remember the water park that first year? It was a thunderstorm.
Yeah, that's with Josh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the water park.
Yeah,
And it was raining,
that
but
was
we
my
didn't care. We were getting wet
favorite.
anyways, and we had the whole park to our almost to
We
ourselves. I
owned
mean,
it.
there was other people there, but we had no wait on any rides. It was raining, but it didn't
Josh
matter.
carried the weight.
And it finally did clear up.
It only rained for like an hour or so,
Yeah.
and then it cleared off, and
It was sunny. And
it was sunny and beautiful, and the park was empty.
Yep, we went in the wave pool
was
for
awesome.
a while, and
There couldn't
Yeah, I
have been
would
more
like
than
to
25 people
Josh
in
carried
the
that.
wave pool. It was great.
Josh carried that big
Floats.
raft up the hill time and time again.
That was my
That's why we brought
That
Josh.
was my favorite thing.
Carry that big raft up the hill on that family.
I would always say,
water
"Do it
slide.
again, Josh. Do it again, Josh. Do it again."
Oh, we
That
did
also.
that. We did that ride. Well, remember we did that ride
Like
several times in a row, and then they finally gave us a different raft.
Yeah, that was lighter.
It was a lighter raft. We goes, hey, try this one. So the cast members gave us a different raft, and it was a lot lighter than the other one. But we went on that ride I don't
A
know,
lot.
10 times in a row or something.
And we went on all of them. We didn't
So-
miss anything on that trip. On that.
We need to go to
Water
that
park.
water park again. That was my favorite. That's still my favorite water
Well,
park.
they switched the closures, so I don't know which one's going to be open more there this time.
Last time we went to
We're at the other
snow
park.
one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That was
like
nice,
that one.
though,
It was fun.
The plunge.
The Crusher
was-
Gusher and
well,
Oh
that's the
no,
other
that
one,
that
but-
thing was scary. It hurt my
Remember
back.
the plunge, the big
The
one? Did
plunge.
you go on the big one? Did you? Go on
I
the big
did. I went on
ski
all of
jump
them.
one?
Yeah, I went on all of them. I couldn't talk the girls into it though.
Yeah.
No, because that thing's big. And like just the small one hurt my back.
Yeah, we did the
'Cause it was
racing
like,
one.
doo, doo,
That
doo,
was
doo.
fun. We all
Oh,
raced
yeah, I
toboggan
love it.
run.
And then
I went on that.
He
the
lost
big
his
one.
band on that one, so did I.
Yes.
Oh, I lost my band twice.
Be
so-
careful in those water parks.
You did. Oh,
Be
note
careful with those water
note
parks.
to all: bring a rubber band, wrap
Yeah.
it around your band,
Wrap it
and
around your band
tuck
because
it in so your
Because-
band
That's
doesn't
why-
pop
The
off.
last
Yeah,
time I
'cause-
lost my band 2 times, and I
times?
constantly
Yeah.
check to
Oh.
make sure it's snapped in, but
like-
I lost it twice. And
those
this was
things
when
you,
they
like, boom.
came out with the second band, not the first version of it, but the second
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
They're a little lighter weight and stuff, and so I lost it a couple times, and so yeah, bring a rubber band, wrap around the end of it to hold it on there. It's a good idea.
Mhm.
They
Cheap.
actually make something, don't they?
They do
You can
make
buy
something,
Really?
but a sleeve
that
of some
clips
sort that clips
yeah,
around
clips
it.
around it.
They do.
So
Mhm.
just
Oh,
watch
that's
that on
cool.
the magic bands. Other than that, I love the magic bands.
Oh,
Oh,
they
they're
make life so
so-
simple.
Yeah.
All right. So that I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, and we got a trip coming up.
Yes, we
How
do.
many days we got till then?
27.
27
Woo-hoo.
days. So the beginning of February we'll be
At the
out
fort
at the world,
for 2
and
weeks.
for how many
2
days?
weeks.
10 days?
11 days
11 days?
at the Wilderness Resort Boulder Ridge, the
So
new
it'll be our-
ones.
Our first time staying there. We've been there many times just to see the place, but we've never stayed there. So this will be our first time staying there.
Yep.
And we'll
We'll
see
let
what
you
it's
guys
like.
know what we
We'll-
think, and
We'll post some pictures and
Yep,
maybe some
do some
videos of the
videos.
place. And
we will
Yeah.
also be doing a couple of late night parties and
We'll
hoop to do. And
definitely have some videotapes of that.
yeah,
well, the late night
Definitely.
parties are
Amazing.
ridiculous.
awesome. They're just awesome.
They
I don't
are
know if we talked about that on there
amazing.
yet.
No,
We did talk about it earlier, but
well, when we were preparing for the show,
but we did do last time. We did a late night party. It was so awesome. We had 3 hours. I think we hit 13 rides.
Yeah, we
in
did.
those 3
13
hours.
rides in 3
Yeah.
hours.
And the very next day, we're at Magic Kingdom. It was at Magic Kingdom,
It took us all
and
day.
yeah,
to
the
ride
next day,
13 rides.
we only got on 11 rides. I
11
think,
rides the next day, 13
which was
the night
fine.
before.
You know, I don't have a problem with that, but it
Yeah.
sure was nice. That night was really fun.
Yeah, you get all you can eat of ice cream, drinks, and like popcorn and snacks. and sodas. And the park is virtually, I mean, it's not empty, obviously, but there's a limited number of tickets that are sold. So it feels like you own the park. You can just literally just run
Yeah.
from one ride to the other. There
It
was
was
no
pretty nice.
lines. We did Space Mountain was the first one we rode on, and we literally just ran all the way through the queue
Yeah.
to the end.
Yeah, we didn't really have to wait.
There was
in
no
any
waiting
lines. I mean,
anywhere. So yes, it costs money, If you're just a regular Joe Schmo and buy a ticket, it costs you, but totally
Not that you
worth
guys
it.
are schmoes. Don't think
No.
think you're schmoes.
If you are, sorry about that, Schmo Village. But if you are
more,
DVC,
yes,
then look for their DVC nights, as they are free for all DVC members. And you want to take advantage of all your DVC moments and special perks, because it costs you enough to be in the program. You need to take advantage of it. So we're going to do a DVC night this time, and we're going to do a regular one, see if there's any difference. But the first time we went, we were all about the rides. There's a lot of stuff going on when you're there. It's not just the rides. There's actually a dance party, and there's stuff going on. The entertainment, sometimes there's special entertainment there. I know for our DVC night, they bring in some special guests. So it'll be fun, and we will do some live broadcasting from it. We'll also be testing out some new restaurants each time. We try to pick out somewhere new.
Are we? So we're doing. What are some of the ones? Le Cellier. We're going to do that one. Le
Cellier for some steak at Epcot, and we are going to do breakfast at Cinderella's Castle for a morning, early morning visit at Magic. And I think we're doing Be Our Guest lunch on another day to try out another one. We've got a lot of favorites, and we're going to do the Hoop-de-Doo review.
Yeah.
We've done it before, but our little girl here does not remember. She was pretty little. So it's time to revisit the Hoop-de-Doo. And let's see if my husband gets picked on. That'd be fun. He thought last time
that the horse ride? Oh, yeah, I remember that.
We thought that he was totally going to get picked on because his straw was a different color than everybody else's.
And these guys were harassing me. Because it got me riding that stick horse at the breakfast. So I thought, okay, Steve's going to get me again because we were going to the Hoop-de-Doo. And I was looking for anything that would set me apart from anybody around me. And I was looking at the straw. I had a different color straw than everybody else. I'm like, all right, I'm screwed. I'm going to end up at the stage, you know. And anyways, turned out I didn't get picked. And the whole time I just sat there and worried about getting picked. If I would have got picked, I would have just would have hammed it up and
it'd have been fine.
Did whatever. I've been picked for other stuff before. Way back when I got picked at the Aladdin show down at Disneyland. My sister-in-law worked there, and she was in the show, so she came and grabbed me from the table, and I had to go up there and put on, an outfit and do a little something up on stage on that show. So I don't know. I just make the best of it if it happens.
That's what you do. You get picked, make it a moment. Don't be shy.
Might as well make it good for everybody. So anyway, anything else you're looking forward to on this trip?
Getting away.
Just getting out of here.
Got to get out of here.
Break from everyday life.
Everyday life needs to take a break.
For sure.
We need to go play. Laugh.
This doesn't come fast enough. That's all it is.
It doesn't. We have to book 2 a year at least now, so that we always have something to look forward to.
Yeah, we've been doing Disney World. We usually go around February, and then around August we usually hit Disneyland. My wife and I usually hit Disneyland. It's usually an anniversary trip, but we might switch it up this next time and take a lead at Disneyland this next time and do Disney World by ourselves, maybe. One time. Sometime we will.
At some point.
Be nice to do that.
If she did extremely good in school, we have challenged her that she could go with us on a trip in August to Disneyland, but she's going to have to work a little
There's
harder.
A lot of stuff going on down there right now as far as construction goes.
So we might want to wait a little bit.
We'll see. I still like going down there. It's still nice to get away and get down there.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with California Screamin'. I love that ride. And it's officially done until they re-theme it.
Well,
roller coaster will be the same, but they're re-theming it. Let's see what they do with it.
That's in the process of being done. I heard
it is
on a podcast that they're doing the pier now.
Well, it's the last ride.
Of doing that.
Is it last night or tonight? They were doing the last run of it.
Oh, I don't know.
I was reading it on Facebook this morning.
So it'll be exciting to see all the new changes down there. Last time we went down, we got to see the train was open, and we got to go around the Rivers of America and see all the new changes there. It was really really cool to see. It looks nice.
Yeah, if
I
you've
like
never ridden the train, take time to do it. It's a pleasant trip. You know, you get to just kind of get out of the sun for a few minutes, sit down. You get a nice little visual of the park, and it's scenery that you don't normally see. Yeah, I don't know. It is for me. Leave me alone. So anyway,
Sorry, kick the mic.
do it and keep listening. Keep coming back and listening to us. We're gonna have a lot to share. I'll try to keep Bigfoot from kicking the microphone as often as I can, and maybe we'll change our setup a little bit and get it dialed in a little better with each show.
Yeah, we just wanted to get an episode recorded, and we'll probably, it's going to be a weekly thing.
Yep.
And so keep
Every day?
not every day,
That's good.
probably once
I
a
don't
week.
care.
Once a week, same time
I
every
like-
week.
Probably Sundays.
Probably Sundays
night?
are the best
Okay.
days for us, so we'll probably record them on Sundays, and
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see
good.
when we get it posted up. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. We're kind of learning as we go here, so we appreciate y'all listening to us, and hopefully we can entertain you and have some fun. I hope it hasn't been too boring for everybody
wanna
listening
keep
to
it
us.
entertaining.
I hope we
Yeah.
get our personalities in this a little bit as
And
we
I like
get more
it. I
comfortable
just
doing
like
this
it.
stuff.
Absolutely.
It's weird for me right now, so,
So-
it's like, oh,
But
And we
I think it'll be a lot
are,
of fun.
We are looking for your responses. Please go to our Facebook page or our Instagram.
we're gonna be starting up a
Yep.
YouTube
Tell
channel.
us what you want to hear. If there's somewhere you want us to go or
What's
see
that?
or
What's that
try.
Facebook page, Kathleen?
Our
Um,
Facebook
James.
page is Livin' Lovin' Disney is the name of the site. And then on Instagram, same thing, Livin' Lovin' Disney. Easy to remember. It's a life. Livin' Lovin' Disney. We'll be posting pictures and stuff as we go along, some live feeds. Look for it. Join us. Please make comments in there. We look forward to making new friends and meeting new people, and we'll promise you that we'll get this dialed in, and it's going to get better and better, and we'll get more natural at this. And in a year, we'll look back, listen to this podcast, and probably laugh our silly butts off.
This has been fun. I'm a big fan of podcasts. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts for the past couple of years anyways, and continue to do so. And I hope that we can reach out to some of these other podcasts and
How about
get to know them.
a thank you out to some of the list of podcasts that you already listened to?
Shout
Okay.
out to Bob and Tom.
Not
That's-
Bob and Tom.
That is not a
It's
podcast,
radio.
sweetheart.
That's
That's a
not a
radio.
Just kidding.
Yeah, don't pay any attention to the man
Ignore the
behind the
small
curtain.
child.
Enchanted Tiki Talk podcast. I love listening to those guys. Some of the others, I can't think of them right now. Backside of Magic.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome to listen to. I really enjoy their podcast. Lou Mangello's podcast. I listen to him. He was probably the first one I started listening to, but I really enjoy his podcast and all his the guests that he has on there. What are some of the other ones? Ears Up podcast.
Mhm.
I love those guys. I love the way they play off each other and banter. They're real fun to listen to. Magic Our Way podcast. Love those guys, man. They crack me up. 2 Men and a Mouse. Those guys are fun to listen to. And there's a lot of them.
So many out there.
I listen to a lot of them, and I enjoy every one of them. Go out and listen to podcasts. Those guys, all those guys have a lot of good things to say about and the Disney world as a whole. And you get a lot of
Good ideas.
from them. And I hope we can do the same for you. And I hope we can entertain you as much as those guys entertain me as I listen to them on a daily basis. Anyways, with that, you guys have a magical day, and we'll talk to you next time.
Keep on dreaming.